Hello, Chatland. How are we doing today? Right, jump back into Final Fantasy XIII, shall we? I think I fixed my visual issues I was having last time, so hopefully it will be a much pleasant experience. Right, after being caught in the destruction of the vestige, the group awakens directly under the hanging edge on the expanse of a solidified lake Brescia, an after effect of the energies released by the dying Fal'Cie. Let me read this, please. Whatever. I don't know. Either way, we're in the Crystal Town. So a bunch of enemies that way, but what's down here? Well, I think so far that's my biggest complaint. It's just the camera controls. Like the camera movement is so slow, and then when you're turning and it like auto follows, it's really fast and kind of jarring. Oh, I'm fighting all these at once. Okay. Okay, cool. They all seem to be dead now. Gotta get back into the rhythm of the combat, because I forgot it's slightly different. Either way, though, they got clapped. Pearl-wing staff, nice. Equipment. What's her name? Vanille, I think. Tell me her name. Yeah, so we've got lightning, snow, vanille, Sage. Don't know what this. Oh. Equipment. You. More magic. Yes. Improved potions. Oh. Yes. What we got on you? The iron Bangle. Oh, more health. And lightning has power wristband, more strength, right? Yeah. And the Gladius level 1. Got them set up so that they are.
That's a lot of enemies.
They're all dead now. So. Oh yeah, I forgot about those. Okay. Up here, is there a reason for me to be here? Give me this. Leave me alone. Fuck it, fine. Oh, there's a fair few of you, I see. Is that instant stagger? They do stagger quick. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Right. What's that red X? I don't know. But I want this item. Give me... I'll get. Ah, that's what that X is. Chipped fangs. Okay. Really is. Ah, Lightning. I see you got hops.
This just might work.
Just might work.
Magic may be cursed, but it makes us stronger, doesn't it? What's to stop us from putting it to good use?
Great item. When's the kill?
We fight it! Ragnarok! That's the reason we're Lassie. To stop it. To keep Cocoon safe.
Yeah, why don't you give us one reason to believe that? One reason.
Sarah. She said to protect Cocoon. And then she turned to Crystal. That's the proof right there. She completed her focus. That means ours is to save Cocoon. Sarah's fal'Cie was the same as ours. Our focus has got to be the same. We were chosen to be guardians. To defeat Ragnarok. It makes sense.
What the hell it does? You're grasping at straws, son. Post fal'Cie are Cocoon's enemies. We just got recruited by one of them. If I were a betting man, I'd put us on the other side.
So Sarah's an enemy too? Well, I don't buy it. We have the power to save Cocoon if we work together and carry out our focus.
The fal'Cie took Sarah from us, and you want to help it? Whose side are you on?
Freeze!
Huh?
Place your hands behind your heads! You fallen off the purge train?
Maybe.
Or are you talking back to me? Huh? Huh?
Nice gun.
Stop her! Freeze!
Go on, Lightning, fuck him up. Oh god. Command execution. Tell me more. This tutorial explains how to manually input commands and how to execute partial command queues before the ATB gauge is full. Okay. If you wish to manually enter commands in battle, first use abilities to display the list of actions. Yeah. Use abilities with directional pad and then press A to add them to your command queue. A description of each ability will be shown at the top of the screen. Try selecting abilities now to enter some commands. Becoming an LC extended Lightning's ATB gauge by one segment, meaning that she can now perform up to 3 consecutive actions. Now that her gauge is longer, it also takes longer to fill. However, you can execute commands at any time. To do so, simply press Y. Oh, interesting. This will execute commands assigned to charged segments. Leftover charge will be carried over to your next turn. Now take a look at the ability list below. The number next to each ability is the ATB cost. More powerful abilities have higher ATB costs. Try entering enough commands to fill the gauge. Entering commands manually allows you to determine their order, which is important since chain bonuses vary by command. Pay attention to each ability's ATB cost and try to fill your command queue with the most effective sequences possible. Right. Okay. And he died. He died. You have to play her standalone game, Lightning Returns. But yeah, because that's the third one. I'm going to be playing Final Fantasy 13, 13-2, and then Lightning Returns.
I thought they'd be tougher than that. This guy's a psychom, yeah? Supposed to be cream of the crop.
Yeah, but PSICOM's an anti-pulse task force. They haven't fought a war in centuries. Bunch of rookie troops swinging around overpriced toys.
So, from what you're telling me, sounds like a regular old soldier has got more training than special forces.
Nothing for us Lassie to be afraid of.
Cut the crap. Their grunts might be green, but PSICOM's elites are cold-blooded beasts. They hit the field and it's game over.
Uh-oh. Then let's run away. Ciao!
Hey, wait!
Over now.
What's a man to do?
So, Sars and his little pet chocobo, as cute as it is, you'd think he'd have a bunch of chocobo shit running down his head. Curly whirly, the fuck kind of snack is that? It's a chocolate bar with caramel inside it. Oh, of course one of them saw me. Oh, fuck. We can beat him. Get rid of the whites first. But no, you're supposed to be a healer, right? Yeah, so yeah. Can I give you some advice on this game? Sure. Don't skip any enemies, fight everything. That's the mistake you did. I mean, I probably will, just because... I mean, so far I enjoy the combat, so... unless I have a valid reason as to why I wouldn't. For now, I'm happy killing everything. There's a thing here. I don't know what these little red X's mean. I feel like it's indicates that you can do something. Maybe not. Okay, let's keep going. You had to start all over because you was under-leveled at the final boss. Can you not just go back and, like, fight shit? What are those boys? You friendly or nah?
That doesn't look good.
Nah, you don't seem friendly. Russian bus. Oh, you're quite tanky. Why are you dead? Yeah, you're supposed to be healing. Let's stagger those. Nice. Does she not have healing spell? Snow is the boy though. Snow's pretty cool. This is just watching you right now. She loves this game. Nice. Well, hello. Mysterium, right? Let's. Do I need to teach you a heal? So I don't think I've seen her heal once so far. Headache. Oh, she has cure. Why you no use cure? Yeah, okay. No CP. Alright, what about you? We've got him on Sentinel right now, right? Yeah, okay. Damage to nearby allies. done all these, so I take it I have to wait for him to level up more. Let's take a look at Ravager. Okay, seems clear for now. I guess we'll save our CP. I think I already sorted hers out before I ended last time. Wait, she's on Commander. Zero CP. Life Siphon. What's this do? Recharge 1 ATB gauge segment upon slaying a target. Damn. Interesting. Okay. Seems good. Depends on his tank, yeah? Yeah, so I'm currently using the... who's it? Paradigm. No. Paradigms. I'm currently using... Solidarity, that's right. So he's on Sentinel. She's on Medic, despite her not actually healing anything so far. Wait. Is that the one I have? Did it change back? It might have changed back at some stage. Right. So I need to, in the next fight, I need to change the paradigm. That's where it came from. Save points that way. See enemies this way. We're gonna wail on them. Oh, more frog boys and an item. Give me... Hello. It's a giant head. Giant skull. What is it the giant head of, though, is the question. You don't see me. You don't see me. Oh, you see me. Paradigm shift.
Stay sharp.
Yeah, okay. Solidarity. Do your job this time.
Thanks.
Come on, Vanille. Keep him alive. I think just focusing the attacks. Just focus each one down is probably the best way to go.
Try that on me. Thanks.
How's she doing on... Wait, is MP not a thing in this game? Can they just, like, infinitely cast? I guess maybe because I'm not using them, they don't have it. Alright, let's go back to... Let's assault, just get these dead. So much more efficient. He does so much more stagger damage. Nice. Lightning is the cloud of this game. Yeah, I noticed. Okay. Silver Bangle. What does this do? Increase the maximum HP by 100. Okay, so it's just better than the other one. So I will put that on you, because you're the one we're using as a tank. In the shop that I want. B&W Outfitters. City life getting down. Answer the call of the wild with B&W gear to protect you. A trek through the lowlands is a walk in the park. Yeah, okay. Just mark. Magic plus 20. Okay. Sell. Don't know if there's a point to me selling other than just for money, but we'll hold on to it for now. Potions, we're good on. Phoenix Downs, we'll not buy any because they're really expensive. Let's see.
Weird, isn't it? All the messed up ways to meet. I might as well make introductions. I'm Snow Villiers. Short stuff?
Hope Estime.
What about her?
Bodum Security Regiment. She goes by Lightning. Last name's Farron. First, anybody's guess.
Vanille.
Saz, Catsroy. Good to meet you. It's not right. Why'd kids have to get dragged into this?
I'll keep the kids out of trouble.
Problem with that is, you're one of them.
Hey,
Trying to take on the FFXII. That was our first mistake. You should have left it to the Sanctum. Why not? I mean, we've counted on the Sanctum's foul sea for food, water, everything we've needed since the time we were born.
but you still helped us do it. Why is that? Gotta be something.
There might have been. Not so sure anymore.
Wha-
Naming the baby Choco Fred. I was just going to call him Lunch, but sure, call him Fred. Have they actually said if it's got a name? Like, I don't know. I'm assuming it's just like a thing to make his character stand out, but I'm curious if there's more to it. If there is, don't spoil it. Yeah, more robo
They're
dogs.
hunting down purge survivors now.
Dead already. Okay. Wow, how weak these things are.
Well, that wasn't scary at all.
Item. Giant chains. Up to Phoenix down. Nice. Oh, another item.
Don't sweat it. I'll take care of this.
What are you taking care of? 50 gil. Do I want his real name or no? No. Just in case I find out later. I'm sure somebody will ask about it. Like, it's just a random dude with a chocobo on his head, so... It's a bit strange for them to not to ask about it. Oh, the music and the visuals are so good.
Yes!
Any items? I just hope that in the next couple of games that they have more settings and better optimization, because as good as the visuals do look, like, there are some things that are a bit strange fluid. Yummy. Okay, I can randomly jump up here.
Is that wreckage from the vestige?
Okay, looted you. More soldiers and more loot. Hang on, what's up here? Can I... No, you're going to invisible me? Alright, fuck you game. Excuse me. I was exploring. Now you're gonna have to die. Correct. Magician's Mark. Oh, that's the extra magic thing, isn't it? Parkour, parkour. Throw in some ever so slightly flashy clips, you know, because why not?
Train fell too. I wonder what it...
Was it Sarah?
Sarah.
Sarah! Sarah. I'll get you out of there. Thanks.
This is goodbye.
Lightning! You're just gonna leave her?
SciComm will be here soon. If they find us, we're all dead. You think Sarah'd want that? You think you know how she feels?
If I leave her, then I'll never know. We'll be fine. I can handle anything they throw at us. No one will die. I'll protect Sarah. And Cocoon.
Does she look protected to you?
I can save her!
What can you possibly do?
Whatever it takes!
Ooh, me. You two are hopeless. You just can't admit it. You want to stay as much as he does. Huh? Whoa, whoa. No, no! No, no, no! Not now!
Stand back!
Robo Snack. Hang on a sec, chat. Oh, Bailey. Sorry about that, chat. I was talking to Mum, and then I had to sort dogs out. But we back, and it's boss time. The enemy that stands before you has vast reserves of HP. This tutorial explains how to employ paradigms effectively to stagger it so you can do extra damage and defeat it quickly. Over this, haven't we? An offensive paradigm like Relentless Assault allows you to concentrate the party's attacks on a single enemy and quickly stagger it, stop those attacks, and the chain bonus you work so hard to build will begin to fall. As a result, it may seem like a good idea to stick with Relentless Assault for the entire battle. However, this enemy's powerful attacks are capable of reducing your party's HP to dangerous levels. If any of your party members take too much damage, shift to paradigm like Solidarity. Okay, yeah, so fairly self-explanatory. Pay close attention to both your party's HP and the enemy's chain gauge, shifting paradigms as needed. For the time being, your best bet is a paradigm composed of commandos and ravagers like Relentless Assault. Focus on driving up your chain bonus until your party has taken significant damage. Okay, yeah. So like me.
Back off!
Stagger.
Just stay out of my way.
Opponent's chain gauge has been fully depleted. Finish any healing as soon as possible and then shift your paradigm back to an offensive. Okay, yeah. We're already on offensive anyway, but Get a top off. Wrecked. Hell yeah. Target's almost 4 minutes. Well then.
You're leaving?
We want to help Sarah too. But without tools, we could be digging for days. The army's on our trail. So for now, we gotta keep moving. For now.
So I just abandoned her and saved myself?
What about your focus? What happened to banding together and saving the world? Isn't that what you promised? Now you want to forget it all and die right here? Snow, you're nothing but talk.
Lightning! I'll do whatever it takes. I'll finish this focus and keep Sarah safe. That's my promise.
Great job so far.
Stay out of trouble.
You too.
Get going.
But
Later.
Okay.
Snow.
Save it for next time, kiddo. You'll get left behind.
But
It's okay, Hope. Light'll take care of you. We'll meet again.
yeah, count on it.
I'll get you out of there.
Count on it.
And we got Saz back.
I'm not happy about leaving the kid on his own, but we gotta keep moving.
We had the fight, right? Can we see him? Oh, yeah, we can. Let's go back and talk to him. Invisible! Fuck you, game. Lame. Oh, dear.
Maybe we shouldn't have left him on his own.
He's a big boy. He'll be fine.
So all we can do is pray he makes it out.
Stay out of my way.
Did she finish that? Oh no, okay, so that interrupts her turn if she does that. I should probably be leveling him as well, right? Go. Yeah, there we go. Magic +3, HP +20. Go. Oh my word. Oh, I've got no CP. Okay. Makes sense. Okay. Paradigms. Diversity. Also, I can set... Okay, interesting. Edit. You get improved chaining. Okay, so he can only do a Ravager roll, it seems. Certain characters can perform certain roles, it seems. Or maybe you need certain characters in order to do certain paradigms. One or the other. Maybe a combination too. Either way, that's cool. I like it. Doggo. What's up here? Item.
I hope Sarah's okay.
Do I want to use this? Ah, probably because it'll be funny. Did that give me the surprise? No, it didn't give me the surprise. Okay. Correct. You show me the boss, Saz. Couple of parts. He's hinting at that, but what's down this way? Ooh, sneaky hidden loot. I like it. What did I get? 140 gil. Nice. Deneb Duelers. An upgrade for Saz. Nice. Equip. Got the Vega 42s. So it's his magic based, I guess? These weapons are worn by civilian pilots for the purpose of self-defense in case of emergency landings in the wilderness. Despite their lack of special functions, these weapons are favored by many for their simple and sturdy design. I guess it does scale off of that. Magic wall, magic +20. But so for him, that's really good because that ups his damage significantly. At least it should. Like how she's just casually running up that incline. Makes perfect sense.
Okay, do not shake the slippery tube. We cool on this? Do not shake the slippery tube.
Shake the slippery
It's
tube.
scary if you look down. You should close your eyes.
That seems like bad advice. Yeah, we're doing much better damage now. Much better! Got some weird yellow looking guns now. I'm gonna go that way, but what's down here? Must explore more loot and enemies. Awesome. Red frog boys. The last one. Nice. Those guns look so weird. Enigmatic fluid. Yummy. Love me some fluid. Speaking of. More fluid and more tea. Let me look down there, I want to see. Okay. This is so cool. Looks like we're getting near the top though.
Still couldn't talk to him. You'll never get past this if you don't say something.
Words won't change anything. Next time we meet, he'll learn exactly how I feel.
Oh, is he going to attack Snow? More doggos. Sneak up on the doggos. Damn it. Fucked it up. These are super squishy though. I think she one-shots. No, she doesn't one-shot. 2 shots. Good job, team. Good job. Wicked Fangs. What? I feel like we need to interact with that. Do progression stuff. That looks like a fragile wall.
Dead end, huh?
Hey! Lightning! Over here!
This thing's a wreck. I don't think we can use it.
But it has a gun. Got a big old gun. I see, I see.
Hey, can we use that to get out of here?
Looks operational.
Good to know you can hit guns with swords to make them shoot. Do it again and kill the frogs. Oh, we got the sneak boy. Alright, frog dogs. Well, that should have been called. Missed opportunity. Can I have health, please? Right now? Yeah.
Stay sharp.
Nice. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Save point. Get off the thing. Walk. Thank you. Oh, hello. You're a green boy. Battle technique tutorial. Techniques are special abilities used by expending technical points. Ah, that's what that is. Party's TP gauge appears below the leader's HP gauge. Successfully unleashing a full ATB gauge of queued abilities or earning a high battle rating replenishes TP. Try using a technique for yourself. Select techniques from the menu and then execute the Libra ability. Oh, so that's kind of like mana. Okay. Alpha Behemoth. Using Libra reveals the abilities and weaknesses of your enemies. You can view known enemy intel at any time by pressing RB. Revealing enemy attributes will automatically change the abilities selected by the auto battle command and by your allies. Oh, and by your allies. The most effective actions known are always chosen. Okay. Using Libra on this Alpha Behemoth revealed that it is vulnerable to both fire and water damage. If a character's current role has access to abilities that deal damage of those types, that character will now be able to deal damage more efficiently. When you encounter seemingly overwhelming new enemies, Libra can be a potent ally. Additional techniques will become available over time. More powerful techniques consume more TP when used, and unlike HP, TP is not restored automatically after battle. Aim to achieve high battle ratings in order to replenish TP. Okay. Ow! Get the healer going again, because we're going to need it. Boy's got some chonky health. Charging power 50%. That seems bad.
Stay sharp.
Are there any more techniques? No. Come on, give me that stagger. Give me the big stagger. Or we can die, that works too. Only 4 stars. Wait. Oh. Data log updated. Okay, so up here. Aha.
Look at that. They're sending
A Libroscope. What is a Libroscope? Reveals detailed status information on all enemies. It's just an item. Oh, I guess because it's like enemy team wide. Makes sense. Components. So I'm assuming there's some kind of crafting or some shit. Yeah, whatever.
Primarch must be sweating bullets, mobilizing ships like that.
Nothing here? No.
Sweep team, form ranks.
They must be hunting down Purge survivors.
I hope everyone made it out okay.
So do I. But nowhere is safe for them now. Damn it! Just cause they shared a neighborhood with a foul sea. They get treated like Pulse-tainted rats.
People really hate Pulse, don't they?
Not hate. More like fear. Tens of millions of people, all scared of Pulse boogeymen. They'd be shaking in their beds every night if they knew that Lassie like us were around.
But they purged that entire town.
It's crazy, I know. But the Sanctum Fal'Cie did nothing to stop it. Up until now, Eden's always stepped in to correct their errors in judgment. Guess humans aren't worth the effort. Figure they'll let us just kill each other off.
Lassie are not human.
Listen, you, that's enough. We're still alive. That's something.
What?
Where is it?
I don't know.
They're sealing off the area. They're trying to trap the stragglers. We gotta get moving before we're caught in the net.
Okay. No reason for me to backtrack? No? Okay. I see you. Oh, surprise attack. Sneak attack. Are these things? Hey, we got it. Watch drone. Okay. Try and die, Robit. You're fine, Josh. Reload. Gimme. Two digital circuits. That's how it's moving.
Too bad that's all busted up. Sure would have made things easier.
Get me scrubs. Only 3 stars. Oh well.
I guess it's for the best. We'd have been easy targets.
And make climbing crystal mountains look so easy. Wanna go this way. Yes.
Really have to go this way? I'm too old for this.
Give me loot. Paraffin oil.
How high is this thing? I don't think I'm gonna make it.
50 gil.
Ain't be able to see. I ain't getting any younger. Years catch up.
What is over here? More loot. Gimme. Insulated cabling. Okay, okay. Oh, he was coming for me. He was ready. Oh, hi. Kill that drone. Nice. Beam gun.
Just stay out of my way.
Can't do a lot of damage when you stack it, do you, bitch? But why do you have wheels if you fly? I'm confused. 3 stars, because we suck. Crystarium. See if we can get some levels going. Commando. Over there, magic +6. When I have any, I've got CP left. All of it, I think. Okay, what about your Ravager? OCP left. Okay, well. What about you? Medic. That seems to be done. CP. Flame Strike, Magic, Strength, HP, Arrow. Hit you. How? The directional system for this thing is really strange. I don't know why it doesn't just let me go from... Like, let me just click on it and it spend X amount to get to it. As opposed to me having to, like, press and hold A at junctions and try and direct it. And it's fucking weird. But it's a minor thing, but a bit strange. Alright. Slap the save in a minute. Just want to check for any goodies. Nope. No, don't jump down. Okay, I can jump back up. That's fine. We are parkour pros.
Whoa! This whole place is crystal.
I wonder what it'd be like to become a crystal, I mean.
You gonna complete your focus?
Maybe. If I knew what it was. Yeah, I probably don't want to know.
Hey, Lightning. Did Sarah say anything to you about her focus?
Nothing.
You know what? She probably didn't want to worry you.
Or she just didn't think she could trust me.
Oh.
Sad outlook. Oh shit. Alright, my dinner's done, chat. I'll be back. Alright, we back. I got my food. Oops. Not so good. Alright. Come on, you two, let's go. Ooh, spooky ship. Got him. Gil. That it?
Listen, you. There's no need to be all negative.
Oh damn! Look at that. Gates of Antiquity, Lake Brescia. Save point.
That? I
You
think I
again?
recognize it from somewhere.
$600 gil? Hell yeah. Give me all my money. Sneak attack. Ow. Just creepy ice cream man. Getting the preemptive strike on the tanky and strong enemies. Game changer. So good. Over here. It's the sneaky stealthy path. I most definitely will use up until the point where I run at the enemy, because I'm a nutcase. Looks like we have to anyway, but... Can't tell if that's meant to be crystal that's on fire, or crystallized fire, or... like it's frozen in time. It's really strange. Although... You don't see me! Oh, he sees me. Bastard. cinematic camera angles.
Flames turn to crystal. This is ridiculous.
Okay, so it is crystallized flame. That's cool. Wait, the other stuff was water that was crystal, so I wonder if it's like specific to elements, or maybe... Oh, hi, bud. Or maybe it's like, maybe it's like energy of some form.
Those will be our cold-blooded beasts, I take it.
Bunch of claws. Guess we'll drop down and smack this dude in the face. A couple of stylish flips, because why not? Alright, Robo bitch, bring it. Ow, okay.
Just stay out of my way.
Kill the Crusader. Staggered.
Stay sharp.
Yes!
Got him. There's another one. Let's use one of these.
They use some sort of devices for their magic. I don't think it's the same fancy stuff.
Wrecked. 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 Get those staggers in, boys. Let's go. Nice. Spark ring, machine that has something to do with lightning. Increases lightning resistance by 20%. I wonder if we're about to fight a lightning boss. Wait till the magician's mark, isn't it? Come on, Saz. Three potions? Does the game think I'm about to die? Okay. Robo doggies.
Hey! It looks like we can get through here.
You don't see me. You see me. God damn it. Eyes in the back of his head. Okay.
I think we're about to get ourselves overrun.
We'll be fine.
Just stay out of my way.
Scan this boy. Don't actually know what that teaches me, but
I owe ya.
curious to see how much the magic does. Not much more. Charging Mega Drive. That seems concerned. Hey, the stagger. Good timing. Sit down.
Somebody must have called for reinforcements.
Oh well. Millerite. An aggregate of nickel sulfide. Functions as a transformational catalyst. Alrighty then. Hello. Just because we have 6 of them? Fuck it. Let's go. mean, we can do that. I'm still gonna fight him, but we can do that. Mostly because I want to see if there's any loot up here. Hi.
Hey, don't you think we ought to be heading this way?
Let me open it. You bastard. So it seems to default back to Relentless Assault. Which I guess is fine to start with, because it's just damage off the bat. Oh, there's a reason why they give you Deceptive Soul. Oh well. Jesus, okay. Heal space.
I appreciate it.
Ow. Turd. Get him. Fuck him up. Ow. Nice. We got him.
Things making the hairs on my neck stand up.
You gotta stop worrying, Sass.
Yeah, Saz, don't worry. We heal after every fight, and we have a save point right here.
We outran them. We'll be okay now.
We didn't outrun them, we murdered everyone in the way. No loot? Well, there is loot. This damn limited FOV. Looks down. Don't mind if I do. Two Libra scopes. Sure. Save it again, because I just don't want to have to pick up those things again. So I am much lazy.
Wow.
Stay close.
I want to look around.
Leon.
Oh, hello there, handsome. Ow. Garuda Interceptor. Well, we got the stagger. But... You supposed to be scary?
It's charging up.
Charge it? What are you talking about? Charge it for what?
Oh dear.
Its last moments.
Barrier? Don't you be using barrier? Hellstorm Bolt.
Stay sharp.
Got the stagger. Oh, that damage. Go get him. Wrecked.
Check it out!
Come on, hop to it. Let's go.
There's a bird. Let me pet the bird.
This'll make things easier.
Uh-huh. Yeah, knowing our luck, it's probably missing an engine.
You shouldn't be so negative.
And you shouldn't get your hopes up.
What does the bird mean? Tell me about the bird.
Switching to base. The C spot. I repeat, the C spot. Pulse velocity confirmed.
You gonna lend me a hand or what?
That's cool.
let me help.
Oh. Oh, hell yeah. Big old brawl, let me go. Shooting me. You're not taking me alive. Oh, that did not heal as much as I wanted it to. It's you and me now, bud. Bitch. No, let me win.
What's he doing? Watch yourself! Stay alert!
Oh, hi.
What's happening?
We're gonna fight you now? Well, shit. Eidolon battle. Oh, you're an Eidolon. Okay. Defeat them in combat and their powers will be yours to command, but be warned, attacking alone will not overcome them. At the start of a battle against an Eidolon, a time limit is imposed on you via a doom counter. As you demonstrate your power to the Eidolon, its gestalt gauge will slowly fill. Attack the Eidolon until the gauge is full, and then press X to claim victory. Attacks are not the only way to charge the gauge. Using the Libra technique may provide you with hints as to which additional abilities can be used. Defensive rolls are effective against the Shiva sisters. Interesting. Okay. Tank like a motherfucker. You do not give a shit about that, that's for sure. Oh, you healed me. Wait, what? Ravager. I just gotta sit there and take a beating. Is that what I wanted to do?
Come on, then!
Auto cover. I don't know if I have to keep stacking this or not. I don't think so. Attack me. Okay, so the other one's keeping me alive.
Bring it! Yeah.
Ow.
Come on then.
And I'm dead. Well, this is unusual.
Sarah!
Interesting. Game over. Yeah, that's fine. I've got it. Oh, I can skip it. Okay. I'm just gonna beat up you guys again. It's fine. Bitch. Ow, rude. That seems to be much more effective. Just die. You chode.
I'm the one you want.
Now's a good time to use this. sure what this does specifically. What does that? I don't know where that tells me anything. It's a confusing thing. You gonna hit me again? Alright. Okay, so I think I just have to face tank her, right? Just timing that. Oh fuck, I did way too early. Come on, do it. I just killed him.
No! Sarah!
I am so confused. Right, I'll be back, chat. I'm gonna take my plate downstairs. And then we will try again. Alright, chat, we back. We back. Alright, let's try this again. Skip. Skip. Sentinel. Frost strike. There we go. Guy dead. I'm killing me. Stop it. Fuck him up. Get him. Come on. Let's kill this scrub. Hello, Pep. Got a little doggy in my room today. Very scared though. No, don't be dodging. Don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me. Got him. Yep. Right. Let's try this again. Skip. Hey, what's it? What did I just push? What did that? No, don't do that. Change paradigm. Ow! Oh, that's how we do that. Chain resistance. Dagger point none. Common drop none. Rare drop none. Vulnerabilities. Everything's normal. So that's how you use Libra, apparently. Is it? Okay, so it pauses the game if I use that. Tell me anything else if I use this? Nah. Can you do the thing where you change? I think this is going a bit better. I'll use Ruin. Doesn't seem to do a lot.
Come on then.
Wait, no, what am I doing that for?
Come on, then!
God damn it. Okay, that was better.
Sarah!
Right, Pepper Dog. Well, I don't... Libra doesn't tell me a lot, to be honest. Seems like that might just be a waste of time. Sorry. Generate. Can I make new ones? Enemies with the aim of quickly building chains. As much damage as possible. And all. Oh, okay. How do I delete this one? I'll delete, there we go. I do anything else on here? Okay, so I've already got that, right? Wait, I think. So confused. How this is supposed to work. So confused. Let's go more +5. Yeah, that's all we have. Very confused. Alright. Just get to picking the teeth out of these guys. Oh. Why was that made easier? I'm confused. Okay. That was really bad timing. Yeah, no, it was bad timing. I think they'd like it if I use I think they'd like it if I use the ice damage because they're ice themed, right? Get him, punch him.
Bring it! Come on, then!
Wait. Is it high enough? Shit. So do I not have to fill the button? Do I just have to get out to the word? I'm so confused. Sure. I'll take it. Shiva Idolith.
The twin sisters. I gotta hand it to you for taking them down. But don't gloat just yet. Might come a time you wish you'd let them end it. And made things easy.
Well, hello.
More of you, huh?
He's a lessee. Take him.
Back off.
You want to keep breathing? Shut up and come quiet.
He just got knocked the fuck out.
Bring her this way! Careful now! Come on!
Sarah! Sarah!
Shut it!
Stand down.
You two. Why are you helping them?
If I were you, I'd worry about myself.
Give me that! What?
Did we get him?
We got one of them. They're still behind us!
Stop that! Hey! I said stop! You wanna die?
How are you gonna lose them?
You got me, kid.
Then let me.
No, thank you. They're still on us? We're taking hits. Come on, give me a break. Hang on. For the love of all that's good.
Next, an update on the status of the Purge. Just moments ago, the Sanctum announced the successful conclusion of the Purge, along with the safe arrival of the Cocoon migrants to their new homes on Pulse.
Yes, that is correct. There's no denying the enormity of the strain the Purge placed on us all. But given the tens of millions of lives at stake, there truly was no alternative.
Primarch Daisley stood by the move, stressing the necessity of the relocation. When asked about the possibility of future purges, the Primarch remained non-committal, stating only that he would seek counsel with the FFXII and weigh all options before making a decision.
Yeah, that's right. If it makes the Sanctum look bad, it never even happened.
In all the centuries since the War of Transgression, Cocoon has been spared Pulse aggression and prospered for it. It is essential that we maintain this peace. That is the Sanctum's focus. We will continue employing every resource available to combat these threats to the harmony of our society.
Meaning, we'll be running for the rest of our lives.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
who is this guy?
I mean, what do they teach kids these days? He's Gallant Daisley, the Sanctum Primarch. Murderer-in-Chief.
According to our Insta
Just
poll,
another
nearly
tool of
90%
the
of Cocoon
FFXII.
citizens agree with the Sanctum's handling of the Purge. 70% of respondents said they would also support additional purges were the need to arise.
Let's purge everybody. That'll fix it. Oh, hey. Points for perseverance. A Sanctum FFXII up close and personal. Cocoon's own light in the sky. Here we go again.
Fly in. We'll lose him in there.
I like this FFXII.
There's more of them!
Hey.
Hey, wake up! You gotta wake up! Look!
Oh. Hey, slow down!
Brady!
Gotta keep you kids safe, right?
Alrighty, let's go. Kill him. Nice.
Glad that's over.
Man, I'm beat. What? No break?
They're tracking us.
I know that, but we aren't soldiers. We don't have your kind of stamina.
You got enough to complain.
Oh, that's... Forget it!
I think,
I'd stick with her if I were you.
later then.
Come on, let's get going.
Get going to where, exactly? The whole of Cocoon's against us. No matter how far we run, there's no escape. That Seath clock, it's still a ticking.
There's still time. You give up too easy, old man.
I'm not giving up. There's some things that you just can't change. A kid like you would not understand.
Yeah, I'm a kid. I don't understand.
Well, I guess we can be fugitives together. Oh. You ready?
Ready!
Oh. Hey.
Oh, I'm playing as Saz now.
Shall we then?
Hang on, I'm looking for stuff. Might be loot that you left behind. Oh, okay. Here you go. That can't be healthy, that sludge. Oh dear.
End of the road.
But at least it's not the end of the line.
Unfaltering positivity is somewhat taxing.
The big one's coming.
We didn't disappoint this year.
You look dreamy, Farron. Wishing on fireworks, were you? And you call yourself a soldier? Ah.
Sorry, Lieutenant. But I really don't think guard duty is my calling, sir.
Well, lucky for you, your shift just ended. Pack it up and go home.
But, sir...
SciComm found something in the vestige nearby. They don't want the Guardian Corps here stepping on their toes. Huh. I'm sure you heard about the accident at the Uriday Gorge energy plant, and how it has the SciComm lads in a tizzy.
Yeah. More incident than accident. Something Pulse-related.
You're taking tomorrow off?
Sir, for my birthday, sir. My sister, she insisted on it.
21, huh? Maybe it's a good time to send off that letter of recommendation for officer training.
Lieutenant.
You're past due for a promotion, Farron. Think of your sister and your future, and keep your nose out of trouble.
Out of SciComm business, you mean?
Yeah. Nothing good'll come of it. Nothing but grief. Whoa, look at that one! Whoa, whoa, ho!
How right you were, Lieutenant. Just you?
For now, I guess. Should we wait?
They'll catch up, eventually.
Hope has access to the Synergist role. Synergists play a supporting role in combat using their abilities to enhance and strengthen themselves and their allies. As a Synergist, Hope can learn abilities to improve the party's defensive capabilities. Currently, Hope can use the Protect spell, which raises the target's resistance to physical damage. As he develops in the role of Synergist, Hope will also be able to learn Shell, which boosts magic resistance. With both of these spells at his disposal, Hope will be able to help the party endure a wide variety of attacks. When he has gained adequate CP, open the main menu with Y and select Crystarium to teach him Shell via Christogenesis. Okay, that's all good. I am interested... So he has been building CP then. Like, you don't have to be in the party to be getting it. Okay, well that's maxed. Medic.
All the junk around here came from Pulse, didn't it? What now?
I just realised my camera's been covering some of the dialogue. Hang on, chat. Let's shove this over here. Wait, hang on. Oh, wrong one. Oops. Ignore that. There we go. Okay. That makes life easy. Okay. I see you hiding back there. You little shit. That debate though. Still faster. Interesting. Slash and burn. Super soldier. Just keep me buffed. That's all I need. Thexteron. Correct. Microscope. Use the save point. Let's go, doggos. Mid-attack stagger though. Nice.
This stuff is what was left over from the scrap that Thou seeked from Pulse to repair Cocoon.
Stay sharp.
Four stars. Digital circuit. Stardust. Should deal with these things first. Just stay over there and face tank. Missed. Scrub. Robo boy. Rusty. Robo boy. Pulsework soldier. Get him. Hit that weak spot. Before we play with that, what's down here?
Dead end. Guess we have to go back. I don't see any way over that.
Is this thing?
Can we get through this way, you think? You know where you're going, right?
I've been here on missions before.
Missions? Nothing to do with the Purge, though.
The Purge is SciComm's baby. Our military is split into two arms. The Public Security and Intelligence Command, known as SciComm, and the Guardian Corps. I was Guardian Corps, Bodum Security Regiment.
Wait, but I don't get it. If you're not SciComm, then why did you board the train?
For Sarah.
Join the end of the line! Attention Purge deportees. Follow instructions and stay in your lines. Personal belongings will be returned upon arrival. Halt! Do not leave your lines! This is for your own safety! Huh? What's the GC doing here? This op's under SciComm direction.
So direct me. Let me on. I want to be purged.
Only Civs get purged. Sanctum staff and soldiers are exempt. Huh?
Then I quit.
Line up!
Excuse me. Hey, lady. What gives?
I volunteered.
Really? You don't look ready to go quiet into that good night.
You want quiet? You better take the next train.
Well, now I really want to see what you're up to.
I had to rescue Sarah before they transported the vestige to Pulse, and out of my reach. My only chance to save her was to join the Purge.
You're telling me you got on that train so you could save your sister? That's crazy. I could never do something like that.
It's not a question of can or can't. There are some things in life you just do.
Easy for someone like you to say. Lightning! She left me.
One, two, three, off we go.
What are you up to? Hey! Wait up!
Why is he perving on the child?
Can't keep up with this girl.
Taz gain access to the Synergist role. Synergist player supporting role in combat who's never... Yeah, okay, we already know this. Use the Faith spell, which raises the target's magic attribute, increasing the damage dealt by that target's spells. As he develops in the role of Synergist, Taz will also be able to learn Bravery, which boosts the target's strength. Okay. Both of these spells at his disposal, SARS will be able to vastly improve the party's effectiveness against a variety of opponents. And he's gained adequacy. Yeah, okay. At times you will encounter enemy groups engaged in battle with one another. With their attentions occupied, it becomes easier for you to initiate combat with a preemptive strike. Coming into contact with a member of either side will initiate a battle against both. However, the enemies may not even notice your presence at first, continuing to fight one another instead. When this occurs, it is most effective to concentrate all of your attacks against the side you expect to have the most trouble defeating. Once you've defeated the first group of enemies, with help from their foes, you can turn and fight the already weakened second faction. Pick your targets poorly, and you may be left waging a long and bitter battle against overwhelming odds. Okay.
You get tired?
There's something not normal about this chick. She's too positive and just doesn't stop. Synergist. Boost target's odds of interrupting actions and avoiding interruption of own. Okay. Interesting. Saboteur. Two targets magic resistance and deal magic damage. Oh, and okay, nice. Each target's physical resistance and deal magic damage. Deprotect, strength, HP. Okay. This seems like a pretty solid class. Nearly finished that one. Okay. Hang on a sec, chat. Alright, sorry about that, chat. I was just checking on the dog. She's just chilling. Oops, no, don't do that. Okay. Save.
Now the robots are fighting each other?
Did we get him? Yeah, we got him.
Let's get this over with. Shit. Atta girl.
Get him. like on this thing. Doesn't seem to give a shit about magic.
Watch and learn, kid.
Weakness to lightning. So regular attacks are halved. Also got a chain resistance. Try this. Bravery.
We got this, Vanille.
Try this.
Follow the old man's lead. We got this, Vanille.
Either way, Siles just isn't particularly effective at killing this thing. Just die, please. Also, his weirdly show-offy attack animation is just really strange. That took far too long. Probably should have attacked him first, but no one. Anything else? Any loot or anything? No.
Never seen a rig like this before. Here we go. Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa! I knew that would happen.
What now?
Now we get murdered. Right, let's attack this thing. Yeah. Against that damn thing.
Bullseye!
Into lightning and ice. Oh, what was that red drop? Oh, wicked fang.
Nuts finally run out.
Shit. Alright. Let's try that again. Probably just better off keeping her on heal, to be honest. At least once we get into the second phase. I wonder if there's an advantage to changing elements like mid-combo.
Thanks, Vanille. Bullseye. Didn't even have to ask.
Pick my general when we get the chance. Is that yours? Have you gone and bought a new car? Oh, just die already.
Follow the old man's lead.
Just kill this thing. There we go. Dodge Charger 2019. Ooh, very nice. So is that yours now? Mighty new whip. Hells yeah, dude. Got some zip, I bet.
Doesn't it?
Did you pass your driving exam then? Yes. Let me open it because there's enemies nearby. First things first. Kill those fucking dog things. Eradicated. But your permit? Is that like a learning license? Yeah, nice, dude. Enjoy. These two are just not good at killing shit. nearly dead. Kill him. Okay, we got him. Chipped Fang. Give me the loot. Black belt. What does that do? Wait, does it do the same as what it did in the previous games? Increases physical resistance by 10%. Okay. Makes you tankier. Okay, okay. Fine with that. Another fight that I'm gonna take forever trying to finish.
Huh?
Oh dear.
Piece of cake.
Oh dear, there's two of these things.
Follow the old man's lead.
Abilities, faith, SARS. I'll let them clobber each other for a minute.
We got this, Vanille.
These enemies are so tanky. Okay. Die already. There was 3 of these Extatron things, and 2 of them are dead. And I haven't even killed one of these things yet. Oh, and you killed him as well.
Follow the old man's lead.
Just die. Jesus. I felt like a half-an-hour fight. Oh, we found hope.
We made it!
Where's Grumpy? got left behind, huh?
Leave me alone.
Hey!
This is pointless. Can't keep up. Can't get home. It's over for me.
It's not over. We'll get you home.
I don't have one. Now that Mom is...
What about your dad?
Not making a wish, Hope?
Mom, you still believe in that kind of stuff? Wishing on fireworks? Really? That's for little kids.
Who are you calling kid?
You? What'd you wish for?
Oh, that next year, your father could come with us.
Why? It's better like this. We don't need him. That night, they found the FFXII in the Bodum vestige. The next day, soldiers sealed off the town, and we couldn't get back to Palom Polum. They forced us onto the train with everyone else. My mom, she was frantic. She wanted to get us home, so she tried to fight. She got tricked by Snow. He used her!
Let's get you home, okay? Your dad's gotta be worried.
Let him worry. Why should I care? He doesn't.
Any father cares.
Sass?
It's nothing. Forget it.
Come with me, okay?
Mm-hmm. This ought to do it. We've got time. We'll get you back home. Your dad'll be happy to see you.
Alrighty. Like we got Hope in the crew now as well. Got a pulse work robot? Yeah.
Time to
See
get
how
serious.
this goes with two of us, or three of us rather. Oh, much better damage. I mean, it's still that much between three people on a staggered target, but you know, it's better than what we were on. Much better. Inyota. I was wondering when we were going to get a new weapon for him, because it's the only one we haven't had a new one for. Design with balanced performance in mind, this boomerang deliberately avoids the extreme characteristics of competitor models. Wait. Lowers his strength. Why would I want it if it lowers his strength? And this gives him critical shield. Slightly boost physical magical resistance when HP is critical. HP plus 50 increases maximum HP by 50. Just the physical by 10%. Let's go with this and stick with Air Wing for now, I guess. Boost physical and magical resistance when the wielder is severely wounded. Yeah, I don't know why you'd have this. There's got to be a reason to it. It's the first 5 points damage for physical attacks. Oh, damn. Interesting. I'll try that just because I'm interested to see if he unlocks a passive with it or something. Doesn't seem particularly good, though.
As we're fighting.
Hey, buddy boy. That damage, jeez. Let's try this.
Thanks.
White on him. Hell yeah. Get him. Nice.
There's something up there.
Now it's down here.
Let's put these babies to work.
Incubus. Weak to lightning and water. Quite hard to stagger, it seems. Not what I wanted to shift to. That'll do, I guess. Staggered.
The old man still got it.
There's some new enemy types.
Isn't that
A warship from Pulse.
You mean they made it this far?
Of course not. Not during the war, and not since. They might have tried, but none of their forces made it into Cocoon. They only damaged the outer rim. Then the Sanctum's FFXII pushed them back. What'd you, sleep through history?
More or less. So, what's a ship from Pulse doing here?
Once the war was over, people couldn't live near the rim anymore, in places like the Hanging Edge. So the FFXII, they gathered up scrap from Pulse and used it for rebuilding here. This is what was left. A bunch of garbage.
Who'd have thunk? A post-file C and who knows what mixed in with all the trash.
Who'd have thunk?
Was she a pulse originally, or still a little confused as to what the pulse are specifically?
I'm gonna go peek ahead.
A lot of like faction
Do me a
stuff
favor.
going on right now.
Stop wandering off and stay where I can keep my eye on you.
Another incubus. Apparently these guys have quite the attention spans. Staggered. Oh, that's right.
Time to pull the old switcheroo! I appreciate it.
Got him. Stupid bird. Shattered bone. Alright, what's over here then? What were you guarding? You must have had something. No, nothing. It's here to be annoying. Oh, of course. Hey, Robo Boys!
Guess running's out of the question.
Are they going to attack the pulse worker soldier? Ow. Kill this thing.
Thanks.
Just kill this thing. Jesus. Stop kicking me.
Change in the play. Tough times, huh?
Stupid bird, go away. Oh, that is even a bird? I don't know what the hell it is. I'm tired of these super, just like, bullet sponge tanky boys. Just give in already.
Hold it together.
Correct. Jeez. Far too long.
Want me to check things out?
Hey, preemptive. Get him right now. Shut up, bud. Now this thing. I'm buzzed. Karate kicking bitch. Five stars. Look at us go. Dear me. Right place. Items. New weapon. Phoenix Town. Okay, that's fine. New weapon. Little armband. Deprotect. Resist deprotect plus 30%. Huh. More of these boys.
Just as I was getting used to things.
Ah, there's 3 of you this time. Ugh. Heretic dance. That's a special one.
Change in the play.
What are you doing in my
Hey!
swamp?
Right, I think you're right. What's up? Welcome, everybody. Our stream. Just die. Stupid karate kicking robo bird bitch.
Changing gears.
Let's try this. If this plays out more effective. Some debuffs going. Yeah, okay, that seems better. Ow, stop it. Succubus. He's nearly dead. Just kill him. Come on. He's so close to being dead. Wow. Kicked a giant boomerang thing at me. 1 star, because we suck. Sneak up on it. Get it. Sneak attack. Hey. Get him. Get him now. There we go.
Time to pull the old switcheroo!
Please don't die. Let's get the debuffs going again.
I appreciate it.
Just die already. Stupid. Can I have my main characters back? Because this is getting tiring. Stop hitting me. Toad.
Did you see that coming?
Alright, this thing should be fine. This thing's not particularly tanky. Ow. Loaded boomerangs to the forehead. Much better. Done.
I hope Snow's all right.
Oh, I hate this enemy so much. Need the medic and the debuffs for this, I think. Yeah, debuffs on these are actually really nice to have.
I owe ya. I appreciate it. Follow the old guy's lead. I owe ya.
And bullet sponges.
I appreciate it.
Just die.
I owe ya.
Come on, he's nearly dead. Make sure he's got his debuffs. Is that, and then go triple. I'll wail on him. There's the stagger. go to town. Finally. There's no more of those, please. I'm tired of fighting those pulse word soldier dudes. Because they suck. Save. Can I have lightning or snowbank now? Oh, thank God for that.
Hey, welcome to the party.
You miss us?
Would it kill her to smile?
Wait. Okay. Oh.
Time to move.
Wait, no, let me play as... God damn it. I mean, at least she's back on the squad, so we've got, you know, offensive capabilities again.
Let's get this over with.
Just go for it. Lightning, get in there and do your thing. Okay.
That's you. Done.
Come on, get him. Relentless assault. Get here. This is where lightning tears him apart. Yep. Oh dear. Actually, can I get any stats on her? Commando is what we've mostly been running on her. That one. Look at that one. What's this do? Slightly charge ATB gauge upon attacking target afflicted with status ailments. Okay, nice. Ravager. How are we looking? Water, strength up. Alright. Smart. Physically attack target for lightning damage. HP. Don't go down there. Don't go that way. I feel like I'm not going to have enough to get over there anyway, so we're going to... Yeah, okay. Okay. And you... Ravager and Synergist. Okay, this is still done. Wait. Let's get that. There. Got that. Boost chain bonus effect of attacks for each ally targeting the same enemy. Don't know if that's a passive or not, but... Fuck. I like your Saboteur class. There's not much more to it just yet. What about your Medic class? Camera control is really weird and I'm not a fan of it. Oh, there we go. Hey, we go in places. Nice. Wait, can I change who's the leader? Select battle team leader and members. Can't change your team members at this time. God damn it.
I'll do what I can.
But I want to. I see you up there, birdie boy. Hey, preemptive strike. Let's murder this thing. Much more efficient. Okay. Hey, another bird. Turn around. They can see quite far, it seems. Right, let's just murder these one at a time. Half dead, half staggered in one turn. I like it. This one as well. Alrighty. Much better having lightning back on the team. Activate.
Here we go. Nothing to it.
Snazzy. Wasn't sure if it was a cutscene or not. However, there is a save point.
Good.
Is that positive reinforcement from lightning just then? What's happening? Character development? You didn't see me? You saw me. Ah, this is... okay. Show you first. Yeah, scrub. Heretic down. And dead. Nice. Dirty bone. Oh, hi. Didn't see you.
Come to Papa.
just need to get through here.
I don't really want to go that way though. That way's scary. It's not scary, but it's stupid robots. We're leaving. We out. Peace. I'm not fighting him again. Wait, were they guarding loot? They were guarding loot. Ah, fuck it. I want the loot. I can't not have the loot. It's too vital.
Let's get this over with.
Let's just get him off the board quick. He should be dead in one turn.
And good night. Changing gears.
Actually, did I want this one?
Changing the play. Changing gears.
Wasn't too bad because we got lightning, but still. Those fights are far too long for what they are. Ember Ring. Please be worth. Fire resistance. Makes sense. We already have a spark ring. Probably should have guessed.
Hurry up!
What do you suppose that is?
A boss fight. That's what I think that is.
What is that?
Boss fight, I told you.
And that's bad for us, isn't it?
You have eyes, don't you?
Alright, lightning. Witty as ever.
Follow the old guy's lead.
Follow the old guy's lead, exactly.
No.
Ow. That hurts my faith. My faith? My face, rather.
Time to pull the old switcheroo.
Please.
I owe ya.
Dreadnought. Ow. Come on, I'm about to get the stun. Get him. There it is. Oh, Alright, go to town. Come on, lightning, fuck him up.
Thought we were goners. You all right?
I think so. Incoming.
Round 2. Fight. That is inconvenient. Oh dear. Probably should have done this earlier, but okay.
Time to pull the old switcheroo!
Ow, okay, wrong one. Come on, lightning, fuck him up.
Bobbing and weaving.
Why was I not using this one? This one would have been so much better for that. Come on, nearly there. Oh, there we go. Got the stagger. Stop his big attack. Fuck yeah. Wrecked. Nice. Cutscene. Omni-Kit, Lenora's Garage. The medic role is now available to Lightning. The commando role is now available to SARS.
Pulse is crawling with things like that, isn't it?
Got me. Not even the Corps has access to intel on Pulse. Soldiers in the field fight blind.
Yeah, I noticed that. But don't you need to know exactly what you're up against?
Target's a target.
You like to keep it simple, don't you?
I stick to my goal.
As long as you have a goal, you can fight?
You can stay alive.
Fair enough. You can upgrade weapons and accessories at save stations using your Omni-Kit and the various components you collect on your journey. You first approach a save station and press A to access it, then select upgrade from the save. Okay. After choosing upgrade, select the weapon or accessory that you wish to improve. Next, you will need to select the type of component you wish to use for the upgrade, as well as the quantity. Combined XP value of the chosen components will then be applied to the target piece of equipment. Excuse me, after enough XP has been spent on a weapon or accessory, its level will increase, improving its abilities and attributes. Certain components bestow a bonus to any XP spent on a piece of equipment. By utilizing these components, you'll be able to make more efficient upgrades. Likewise, some components reduce an item's XP bonus. Careful consideration is required when deciding which components to employ. Once a particular piece of equipment has reached its maximum potential, its level will be replaced by a star. At this point, no further level advancement is possible, but the item can be transformed into an entirely different one by means of specialized components. When this happens, both its name and properties will change. The newly transformed item may initially seem weaker than it did in its previous form, but unlike its fully upgraded predecessor, it will be eligible for level advancement. Through further upgrades, it can be made even more powerful than its earlier incarnation. Unwanted equipment can be scrapped for parts by selecting dismantle. The equipment itself will be destroyed, but you'll be able to salvage components, some of which can be obtained in no other way. There exist well over 100 different components. Obtain as many as possible and experiment with their effects in order to determine the most efficient and effective ways to customize your arsenal. Interesting. Is there any loot in here? Please give me loot. I know I just got some loot, but I want more loot. Gimme. Save point. Upgrade. Weapons. Oh, equipped. Okay, that makes sense. Wait. Oh, okay, it's equipped if it has a tick. Okay, that makes more sense. Alright, let's upgrade lightning stuff. Currency used for military remuneration, that can be sold for a premium. Interesting. What do I have a lot of? Strange fluids. But does it tell me before I use it? How many do I have? 18? Let's use one, see what happens. Oh, okay, that's okay, it says down there, the XP. Doesn't tell you how much you're gonna get from it though. So from one I got 7 XP, so just throw a bunch in. XP bonus 1.5. Future upgrades will receive a 50% XP bonus. Okay, okay. Can't use millerite, interesting. So from 126 to 151 is 25. Okay, it does tell you. I'm just blind, apparently. Grim, you have another challenge. Alright, let me hear it. We'll see. XP bonus times 2. So 2 of these will get it to 700, right? No, over 700. It's 224? Jeez, okay. What is a small amount that I can do? 6, 10. Okay. Level improved. Gladius level 2. Gives me plus 31 strength, plus 16 magic. Dark Souls Return of the Rage with only 1 death. And Naked Run. Well, I mean, if you're wanting to do that, you might as well just do a no-death run. Because one death is not really an amount of a buffer, you might as well just do a no-death run. Possibly. I have a lot of projects on at the minute, and I will admit I've not really been in the mood for Souls or anything. But it's something to bear in mind for the future, most definitely. So I need 916 for that, which is actually quite easy to get with these digital circuits, which I have quite a lot of. What have you been into at the moment? 3, nice. So I mean, at the minute, obviously I've got Final Fantasy 13, which I've still got 13, 13.2, 13.3, then Final Fantasy 15, because we're not doing 14 because it's an MMO. I've got Cyberpunk on the go at the minute. I've got the Mass Effect trilogy to jump into after Cyberpunk. We've got Siege grinding still on the channel. We've got other games here and there, like kind of one-offs and just kind of like random games here and there. There's just a lot on at the minute. So don't get me wrong, I'm not opposed to any challenge runs, but now's not the best time for it. We'll definitely be doing some in the future. Especially when Elden Ring comes out after my first run of Elden Ring. As long as I enjoy it as much as I'm assuming I'm going to enjoy it, I will probably be doing various challenge runs of that, because that's a game, again, if I like it enough, and if it's what I'm wanting it to be and what I'm somewhat expecting it to be, that's a game that I will probably do a lot of different and much more fresh challenge runs. Because the thing about Dark Souls challenge runs is I've done not so much a lot of Dark Souls challenge runs, but I've played a lot of Dark Souls, and I struggle to keep coming back to it nowadays. Come back in December for a challenge then. Possibly, again, I don't know when it will be. If you do think of any challenges, it's probably best just you like make a note of them. Because at the minute, I don't have the time for it at the minute, unfortunately. But I do intend to do more in the future, most definitely. Garbage upgrade. Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm down for suggestions. Yeah, again, like I say, you're better off just kind of, if you think of one, or if you think of several, kind of like note it down, keep it aside, and then when we've got some time, then we'll discuss it and maybe jump into it. But I have some, again, depending on how the game is and stuff like that, I have some kind of already planned out, I think. Because I would like to get into some bit more consistent challenge runs, some interesting ones, but we'll see how it goes. Five bonus. Level improved. Oh, that dropped it. Shit. Improve again. Level 3, and it's back to 1.5 bonus. Okay, so what about your duelers? Because, wait. Yeah, there's the one I have equipped. Why is this flashing? Maybe just because I haven't looked at it? I don't know. We're not using him right now, so I'm not worried about that. Can I get like an XP bonus, please? Okay. 2. 3. And a 1.5. Nice. Alright, we'll probably hold it there for now. Am I enjoying Cyberpunk 27? I am enjoying it. So the issue I've been having this week, which is a week that I was really trying to jump into it, is it's been so busy at work that I've had less energy than normal. So I haven't been able to do as long streams. In fact, probably going to be wrapping up here in a moment. Or I say probably, I am. Cyberpunk's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the story. Gameplay's a lot of fun. There's a few little things that annoy me. Well, not annoy me, but I think could be done slightly better or slightly differently. And the side content feels... Not all of it, but at least some of it that I've done feels a bit long-winded and a bit... Just a bit meh, like a bit empty. It's just kind of like you're doing it for the sake of a bit of money and some XP, and there's just... Compared to like The Witcher 3, again, CD Projekt Red's other big game, or at least big game franchise. In that one, at least most of them, not all of them, but most of the side quests in that one, generally they weren't too long, but also they at least for me, I guess because I was so much more absorbed in the world, they felt like there was more to them, and there was a bit more in depth. And even if it was just like a mini story, I really enjoyed them. Cyberpunk, it's a bit more of like, go here, do this, get paid. Which is fine. Not all of it's like that, I'm sure, but at least from the stuff that I've experienced so far, it's a bit like that. But the main story, I'm really enjoying. There's a lot of... It's a bit slow at the minute, but it's a lot of story and plot build-up that I'm enjoying, so it doesn't feel too slow. Lateral. If you mean linear, the story's linear. It's definitely just kind of just a typical story in an open world. You just follow it. It's not, at least so far, I've not been presented with any major choices. There might be down the road, I don't know, but I haven't encountered any. But the story's very interesting, and I'm really enjoying that. And it's a good job, really, because that's the thing that's really keeping me gripped and intrigued. And I'm excited to jump back into it, but I'm hoping over this weekend I can just get some good rest in, because over the weekend and next week, I feel like the streams have just laxed a little bit. Not laxed, but they've just been a bit more chill, a bit more low energy, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. But I mean, like now I'm wrapping up and I've only been live for 4 hours. That's fairly short for me normally. But again, I just feel tired and I'm drained. I've also got a dog in here who's a bit fearful, and I want to try and build her confidence a little bit and kind of get her to calm down and just, well, not calm down, she's pretty calm, but just kind of relax and have a nice time while she's here. So I'm going to do a little bit of work with her, and yeah, all that good stuff. But anyway, enough of me waffling. I'm enjoying this. I am enjoying Cyberpunk and all the other kind of projects and stuff we've got going on. There's definitely a lot going on, and it's kind of mentally just exhausting me to a degree, but in a good way, so I'm happy about it. It's fine. But again, thank you guys for hanging. Thank you for the support. I'll be live again tomorrow. Tomorrow might be Siege, or it might be something different, which I'm not going to spoil just yet, but it should be fun either way. So I'm looking forward to potentially jumping into that, and I will let you guys know tomorrow as to what the plan is. But again, thank you again. Have a wonderful rest of your Friday, and I will see you guys next time.